Well guys, after completing our glorious campaign as Rome, where our legions marched to the end of the earth conquering the entire world, I was searching for a nation to play. But in reality, it can be only one really, can't it guys? So that is why we are starting a brand new campaign as Carthage in Imperator Rome, one of my favourite nations to play in all honesty. In my opinion, Carthage was the greatest enemy of Republican Rome, and hopefully in this campaign we are going to show the power that Carthage could have had if they had won that Second Punic War. Carthage starts out as a major power, guys, with Carthaginian heritage, which is not great for that assimilation speed. We have our own government formed, the Punic Republic, which we can go on to change later down the line, but it's a pretty good one overall. We of course have the glorious Canaanite religion, which again makes our unintegrated cultures a little bit unhappy. And our main culture, of course, is Punic, which gives us some very nice war elephants. Let's go. And we are going to be playing on hard for this campaign, guys, but let's get into it. And here we go, guys, the heirs of Dido. 500 years ago, wise Queen Elishat fled the intrigues of her brother Pumayaton from the court of Tazur. Embarking on a years-long odyssey across the Mediterranean, she arrived here to found her new city, Carthage. Even so, from our humble beginnings, our neighbours have been trying to dominate us. From the Numidian kings who constrained us and forced us to pay tribute, to our Phoenician sisters who sought to dominate our trade. Yet, we persevered, and yet we overcame. We have established ourselves as a vital hub of Mediterranean trade. Our port overflows with goods from all over the known world. Tin from the Casa Terides, salt and iron from beyond the Pillars of Hercules, copper and silver from Iberia, ivory and gold from beyond the deserts, and of course, glass and dyes of our own making. We truly are a blessed people. Yet blessings bring with them jealousy. Jealousy for those who cannot find the favour of the gods. And so we must remain vigilant and protect our glorious city from lesser peoples. For across the sea, the most miserable among the Greeks, Agathocles, still reigns in Syracuse, and even further north, in the uncivilized lands of Italy, stir those who style themselves the heirs of Aeneas. Very good. Carthago Magna Est. First things first, let's take our first mission, which is an end to Sicilian warfare. I tend to go for these two missions after we've done this one, because this one gets us a nice little start. Well, first things first, let's go for Eastern Nemesis. This may allow Syracuse to bring the Romans into this war, but hopefully not. Let's see. Well, there's our first trade routes sorted, guys, and now we're going to go for our ideas. We're going to go for the integration speed because we have a lot of subjects as Carthage at the start. We're also going to go for monthly corruption, and we're going to go for, I think this one will go build cost, because yeah, we are going to be building up our nation as quickly as possible in the early game. Invention wise, we're not going full military at the start. We're going to get open religion to start with, then we are going to get some extra discipline, and we're also going to get those siege engineers because we are going to be doing a few sieges right in our first war. Culture wise, guys, we have like nearly 500 Punic culture, and that is the only integrated culture that we do have. Now we are going to be integrating another Massilian culture as well, but I think it's going to be Massilian rather than Massilian, just because I want this area to be pretty much all Punic, and then this area, the wilder sort of west, can be Sicilian. But guys, I forgot to say, what are our goals for this campaign? Because goddamn, I am not doing another world conquest, I tell you that. Not for a long time, my friends. But mainly, the main goal is to take out Rome. We could jump on Rome right away, like right at the start, but where is the fun in that, guys? We're not going to be doing that. That is a bit gamey, in my opinion. Instead, we're going to be going for a few different goals. First of all is to destroy Rome. So however big Rome is at the time that we get to Italia, we're going to have to destroy them in full. On top of that, we are going to be taking all of these regions across here: Atlas, Mauritania, Numidia, Africa, all of Iberia, Transalpine Gaul, all of Italia, so Magna Graecia, Italia, Cisalpine Gaul, and I'm also thinking of Fezzan and Cyrenaica as well, basically dominating the west of the Mediterranean. If you guys think of any other good goals to add in, then please do let me know. Well, here we go, the Sicilian situation, guys. Sicily must be brought to heel. Let's go. Well, unfortunately, Rome is going to be involved in this, so what I think we're going to do, we're going to chill out for a little bit, hopefully make sure that we don't take any attrition with our levies. See what Rome does up here. They're already fighting Sardinia and Umbria. Hopefully they fight Etruria sometime soon, and when they do, we'll pounce on Sicily. It also gives Sicily a chance to take this land, and then we can take it all in one little go. Now we can also do in defense of Akragas, giving us a claim on those boys. Let's go. Well, there goes Sicily finishing this war. Rome is actually out of their original war. They didn't take anything, honestly, and now they're allied to Syracuse, so this is going to be interesting, but I think we can do it, guys. So let's have a little gander. I guess the First Punic War is going to start a little bit early in this timeline. Let's go. Well, I probably honestly should have waited until they deleted some of these forts. I thought they would have done it instantly, seeing as it is the AI, but we're going to assault this one straight away. And then what we're going to do is we're going to jump onto Messenia if we can. Oh, we can't because of these ones over here. So what I might do is grab our ships and bring our guys across that way so that we can jump on Messenia over here. Oh, well, there we go. They actually did delete their forts now. So, yeah, I think we can just kind of chill then. That's good. So we've taken Messenia over here, and that should hopefully mean that they can't cross this strait now with our ships in the way. Now, they do already have a decent amount of troops. I'm not expecting to win this battle, honestly, guys, because our troops aren't great right at the start, but let's see how we do. Well, we are winning it, but more troops are going to be fed in, so maybe we don't win. Okay, we do win. That's actually quite good. Well, nice. Now we've taken this piece of land. I'm going to get a bit more food back into this army, and then we are going to fight these boys and then siege down the rest of the land over here. Well, I assaulted both of those forts down the south, so now we can move up to this legion. I forgot that Syracuse has a legion at the start. That's pretty cool, I'm not going to lie. Time for the siege of Syracuse, guys, and we will be assaulting this one as well. There we go, once we get to 0. Nice. And for all this, it's 65 war score. That's actually pretty insane, honestly. So we're going to have to fight a couple more battles. Well, here we go, guys. Massive battle. Let's see if we can stack wipe them. I doubt we will be able to. Well, so let's see if we can win first, to be honest. Oh, and we did actually stack wipe them. I believe that's because they've got nowhere to retreat. So yeah, that's pretty good. And like I said, we aren't going to be going and plonking on Rome anytime soon. We are just going to wait. First of all, because our troops are in no way capable of beating the Romans at this point in time. But also, it's a bit gamey, isn't it? I'm also going to begin improving relations with all of our subjects over here. We've got a lot of them, as you can see. In fact, I should probably not even improve with these guys, because I believe we're going to fight a war with them pretty soon as well, when we get to that mission. And we're not going to improve with these guys, because they'll get automatically annexed when we come down here on our missions. Well then, guys, we can subjugate Akragas and Gelas over here, and take the rest of the area as land. So let's do that. Very nice. The first war with Rome and Sicily is done. And of course, we'll leave Syracuse be. We'll keep it as a glorious city in our burgeoning empire. So now we can do Akragas subjugated, very nice, and we can also do Punic Syracuse as well, which gives some pretty nice bonuses down here in Syracuse. Let's also do Sicilian Domination too, giving provincial loyalty, and we can do Wine and Grain as well, very nice. And then we just need to make this guy a Siciliote and a Hellenic person into the governor. That's going to allow us to do local governor, giving some very nice bonuses for the happiness of our people here. And we can also do Syracusan warships, giving us a large navy in Syracuse. Now let's disband our army, get a bit of money together, put all of our maintenances down, and yeah, prepare for our next wave of expansion, which is going to be in Africa. And there goes that mission, guys, giving us a pretty hefty navy in Syracuse, honestly. I think we will hold on to it, though. We're going to dominate the seas, as Carthage should. Well, as part of these missions, guys, we have to make this place a city, so let's do that. And damn, Antigonos has already died. I swear that's really early. Like, that is really, really early. Well, the city's now built, so we can do Phoenician settlements. Very nice. And I moved a few slaves around, giving them all 20 population each, allowing us to do that mission. And finally, we can finish our first mission set off, an end to Sicilian warfare. Very nice indeed. At long last, our struggle for the island of Sicily is over, and with it, our Mediterranean position is unquestionably secured. We no longer need worry over the threat of Greek interference in our vital trade routes or the ambitions of their tyrants and kings, and the rich Greek cities of the Italian peninsula lie open before us. However, Sicily is a populous island with a long and proud Greek tradition, in addition to that of local Latin tribes. Those spirited people have had much invested in a Punic defeat and will doubtless not be immediately content with our rule. You can say that for free. It has been suggested that a client state be established in order to placate them. No, we are not going to be releasing a client state. This is our land. This is Carthaginian land, my friends. And of course, this now integrates all of these guys into our nation, giving us a nice couple of bonuses. Very cool. That does give us like 100 forts over here, so let's get rid of a few of those, shall we? So now we have a few choices, guys, and I believe out of these two, I can't remember exactly which one is the best to go, because they're so similar in name. Aftermath of the Revolution, Aftermath of the Invasion. So, yeah, I think we're going to go Revolution. I think that is the one to do with, yeah, our power at home. And we just need a little bit more stability, and then we can go for this. So basically, we're just going to sit at peace for a little bit. I've also allowed the AI to accept all trades. I know it's not hugely min-maxing, guys, but it has brought us a load more money. So let's just get a little bit of stability, and then we can do this. Well, there we go. 2 more months have passed, so let's go with power at home. So these other paths on here, guys, allow you to change your government form. But of course, we're not going with that. We're going to strengthen the Carthaginian system. Hopefully this run, we're going to stay Carthaginian Republic the whole run. No kings, nothing like that. Carthaginian Republic all the way. Let's go Carthaginian peace and finish those missions as well. So now let's go for Aftermath of the Invasion, and this is just basically strengthening Carthage a little bit. So let's go for the Walls of Carthage. That is some insane bonuses. Fort level +3 just flat on Carthage for the rest of the game. That's awesome. So we have a mission in here which we need to take this province here from Cairene. Cairene is quite strong at the start of the game, I've got to say. So we are going to go and take it, but this might be a bit bloodier than you might expect from such a small nation as Cairene. So we've got a choice here. We can go with the mines mission here, or the suburb of Megara. Now, I have built the mine anyway, but I think we are going to go for the suburb of Megara once the Walls of Carthage is done. Just the bonuses there. 8 population capacity for Carthage is pretty insane, whereas this is just a rich vein of silver. We can get a rich vein of silver from Iberia, guys. So, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing later on. But now, I think those bonuses for Carthage are pretty damn good. And there it goes. Carthage shall endure, my friends. Very, very nice bonuses for Carthage. Awesome. So now, let's go for Suburb of Megara. And it looks like Rome has beaten Etruria in their first war, although they didn't take that much. They just took Tuscia, I believe, and that's it. They have obviously beaten Samnium and Umbria as well. So, yeah, not expanding so quickly. That might be to do with the fact they got embroiled in a war down here, though. And I've got to remember, as we're annexing all of these small guys, to keep deleting their forts, because, goddamn, you can see they have a lot of forts that could cripple our economy if we keep integrating them and leaving them by accident. And there we go. The suburb of Megara is done. Awesome bonuses. And now we can do elephant pens as well, plus a 0.5 levy multiplier for the rest of the game. Doesn't sound like a lot, guys, but that's actually pretty insane. Now we can do secured homeland, giving us negative unrest and 2 free province investments. It's alright, but these are the main bonuses that we wanted from this mission tree. Right then, let's get down here because our mission requires us to get one of these territories down the south. So we're going to go for Tripletania off these boys. All I want is just these two little bits of land, and then we'll attack Kyrenaisha. Well, there we go. Literally took a month. So now let's attack these boys. They're already embroiled in war, but like I say, they aren't exactly a pushover. They're not the easiest nation to defeat. Well, we've assaulted the first fort. Very nice. And I think we just need to stand on this, and then I think we're good. Yeah, this is all one province, and that's all we need. Not too happy about this fight, though. We've been in the desert for a little while, so yeah, we've run out of food. Come on, boys. Quick, quick, quick. Yeah, I think we're going to lose this fight, guys. Let's retreat. Luckily, though, one of our boys has already taken the bit that we need. So, yeah, let's just take this. That's all we really want. Let's go. So now we are basically annexing everyone in the east that we can. Tripletania, Emporia, all of these small guys. These boys are all like tributaries and like tribal vassals, so we can't actually integrate them. And now we're going to work on this boy over here and this one as well. Because, let's be honest, they're not going to bring any troops to any war. They're too far away. They can't really even get there, so that's fine. Well, our first couple of techs, we're going to go down towards gradual economic integration because we already have open religion, and of course we want to be converting quite a few of these pops as quick as possible. Basically early game, so we've got a good base of Punic pops, because as you can see, guys, there isn't that many Punic pops in the world right now, you know, compared to some of the other bigger groups like Macedonian. I know it doesn't look like much, but they actually do have quite a significant amount in some of these areas. But yeah, we want to get loads of Punic pops early on, and of course convert everyone to our glorious Canaanite religion. However, I'm not going to take defending liberty until we fought a couple of wars, because I don't want to waste 5 aggressive expansion on that right now. So we're going to just do a few civics, try and get our money up, basically. Well, there we go. We can now do Smugglers of Greater Syrtis over here, giving some base resource production. It's something, guys. It's something. We maybe didn't need to wait for this to happen, but yeah, we might as well. We might as well. Well, Pyrrhus managed to take parts of southern Italy, but unfortunately, the Romans are starting to roll now. Come on, Pyrrhus. I think your time's up, my friend. Oh, very sad times to see that, honestly. Well, there we go. We're saving up some political influence. Then we just got a political influence event. So now we can do this 120 days. Fantastic. An extra import route in Carthage. Very nice. Right then, guys, let's finish this mission. Aftermath of the invasion done. So we've done quite a few missions already. Very nicely. We've done 3 sets of missions, haven't we? So that is pretty good. I think it's now time to do the Ages of Africa. This is the big one where we massively expand, boys. So, yes, let's get into this. This is going to be very, very fun. We've already integrated all of those, so we can do this province commerce, which is good. And then we need to own these bits of land that we are currently integrating already, so that's fine. What is this one? We need to own a province over here, which is a city with 15 or more pops. And yes, I don't believe we have anywhere that's actually a city in this area, so we're gonna have to save up a bit to build that. That's fine. And then we can do the mutiny of the Berbers as well, which forces them into war with us, and we basically just annex them. So yeah, we're going to do that. Get all of our population ready to fight them, and we should be good. 38 pops from Africa now. That's pretty insane. With 12 war elephants already. Very nice indeed. And we're also going to get a mercenary company, just because, of course, we've lost a lot of our guys already. We're only going to have a couple of them, and that's it. So yeah, it's basically going to be us versus them. I mean, what can be more Carthaginian than getting mercenaries to fight your wars for you? Well, here we go. War is upon us, my friends. So we've got our first military tradition, guys, and as Carthage, we get access to a few different ones. Like, we've got Numidian, Punic, and the Levantine maritime traditions, even though it gives you discipline and stuff like that. But I think the one that we are going to go for is the Punic traditions and come down this way. I know mercenary army maintenance isn't so useful now. However, this one here is very useful. That's loads of freemen, and that's loads of freemen, and levy size multiplier plus 2.5%, which is pretty good. So yeah, we're going to be going down towards that. We actually lost the first battle, and now we're fighting a pretty big battle, but I think we're going to win with our big stack over there. Well, now we can do the Emporium of Tripoli as well. Very nice, because we've integrated these boys. Awesome. And finally, we have enough influence to found a city over here. We're going to found it there because it's the only area that has farmland. Everywhere else, I believe that's plains. That's quite good. But everywhere else is hills and all that sort of thing. So, yeah, we want a coastal farmland city. Very nice, so we can do this mission here. Well, there we go. Full war score, my friends. They basically did nothing. They sieged down nothing. They just beat a couple of the smaller armies. But that's it. Shouldn't be too much war score or aggressive expansion. Very nice. We are going to get a lot juicier now. And in case you're wondering why I'm not spending any money, guys, I'm just holding on to it for a little bit until we get these sort of cities done, so we can basically build in them straight away. Well, guys, new day, different shirt, but my Sicilia is getting attacked by Capariensia over here. So I think we're going to jump on them straight away. I know we're not going to be able to take all of this land, but we are just going to push into their land as quick as possible. Hopefully we can snipe a bit of it, and then maybe we can go after the other boys as well while they're fighting. Now, for our missions, we do need to take the whole coast, so that is what we're going to be aiming for. I think we've got to still found a city as well in here somewhere. Yeah, we've got that one. That is being found right now, but is there not another city that we have to build? Maybe there is, but I'm trying to save up a little bit of influence. Yes, it's this city here, so we'll save influence for that city first, and then what we'll do is we'll save influence to fabricate on all these guys, because I don't believe we get claims from any of these missions, unfortunately. Well, there we go. City founded over here, guys. I've moved some population into it as well, so we can do this mission. Integrate the Mussolami, which allows this guy to stop being a tribal vassal and become a client state, I believe. So that means we can actually integrate it, which is pretty good. Interesting character you've got here, guys. I wonder whether that's based on another YouTuber. Nice. And I don't know how that happened, but somehow Sicilia just won that war. Like, what? How? They were losing so much. That's okay, though. That means we can come back and actually take the coastal land, which is what we want. Well, there we go. They have become our client state. Awesome. And now we can do the Wicked Sisters. I don't know whose sister was so wicked that they're named here, but apparently it's our sister cities, but that gives us some nice province commerce. Awesome. And now let's found the city of Tebaset over here, another thing that we need to do for our missions. Well, here we are, guys. It is a bit of aggressive expansion, but I don't mind taking a little bit extra here. We are taking the whole coast and a bit inland as well. Very nice. Good little peace deal. Let's go. Well, here we go. We can do the Sicilian Menace, yes, which gives us 2 cities down the coast, which is pretty darn good. And yeah, and some nice migration attraction, integrated culture happiness, all that sort of thing. Very nice. Now, at the start, I said that I was going to integrate Sicilian rather than Massilian. Now, Massilian has 470 pops, Sicilian has 223. It isn't a very good idea to integrate these guys over Massilian, but they already do have the right of intermarriage, which makes them relatively happy. But I really do want my heartland here to be Punic, so although it's a bad game decision, guys, I know it's a bad game decision, we're going to do this. I feel like it's more thematic and, you know, going to be more impactful going forward, because it's going to allow us to convert this whole area to Punic all the way inland, whereas here, I don't mind all these guys being Sicilian down the coast. So yeah, I know it's a bad game decision. I'm sorry about that, guys. But yes, we are going to be integrated into these guys. And I know I'm very much a one culture man when it comes to runs. I love to do one cultures rather than integrating cultures. But that just doesn't make sense for Carthage, does it? We want some of those glorious Numidian cavalry. Well, let's chill out for a little while, guys. Get some claims over this region. Let our aggressive expansion tick down. And then we're going to basically just take out this whole region in one go. Let's go. Well, we've moved a few pops into Tebaset, allowing us to do this, giving us some Punic freemen and citizens there. Awesome. And damn, we are making some cash now, guys. For this early in the game, 30 gold a month is pretty darn amazing. Let's go. The true Carthaginian cosplay. Tech-wise, we can now get Forced March as well. I wanted to rush that early, guys, just because, like, fighting these boys, there's so many tiny little bitty armies that I want to be able to catch them. Well then guys, let's get into these boys over here. I did take the tech that gives you -10 aggressive expansion. I've integrated a couple more vassals, and we've been building grand temples everywhere. So time to get into these boys. I know we're going to go a bit high on our aggressive expansion, but once we've taken all of North Africa, we can chill out for a little bit. Well, not all of North Africa, but all of our side of North Africa. So yeah, this should be an interesting little war. Ooh, and Sardinia's actually popped out for a war against us. I didn't even realize that. We should probably go and deal with that straight away. Let's go. Well, that's Sardinia dealt with. Very nice. Well, there we go. We are nearly done with the war, my friends. We just need to siege down this level 3 fort, I believe, down here. So yeah, once that's done, we'll be done. Well, here we go, guys. Let's piece everyone out separately so we can take all of this juicy land. Well, there we go, guys. Very nice. We now definitely control the Pillars of Hercules. Well, now we can take securing the coast of Africa. Let's do that. Very good. And now, of course, we can do Libyan Empire. This is the big mission in this Ages of Africa one. Mitun Bodoni looks out across the landscape from his balcony as the sun sets in the west. He finds the view splendid, knowing as he does that now, as far as the eye can see, in fact, as far as the Pillars of Hercules and beyond, even to the setting sun, the peoples and lands belong or bow to the might of Carthage. He turns towards the sea and looks both east, west and north. Foreign lands lie ahead, ready for conquest or subjugation. Now, these are the two options that we get. We get diplomatic relations and loyalty of subject states, which we don't really need, honestly, right now. But we can take this one, unintegrated culture group happiness and popper simulation speed plus 0.1. Honestly, that 0.1 is huge. It's going to add up massively over time. We now do have Sicilian integrated now as well. So these guys over this way won't ever be becoming Punic. But the rest of these boys over here and here should become Punic. So that is a big thing for us. Like over here, just like in the random countryside, when this starts flipping, it will start going with people being assimilated into our culture, which is pretty awesome, not going to lie. So let's finish off the Aegis of Africa, boys. Well then, I think what we're going to do, we do have End the Roman Wolf here, which is, of course, a great mission, but it's when we're ready to fight Rome, and we want to build that up a bit, don't we, guys? We don't want to just do it in the first episode of this. So while we're fighting the rest of these boys down here, I think we'll go for the Pearl of Africa, basically just building up Carthage a little bit, which is cool. Right then, first things first, let's get into Mauritania over this way. Well, there we go. Let's hope it's not too much aggressive expansion, but I think it's going to be a little bit. Yeah, 19. Yeah, our aggressive expansion is going to be a little bit high, but I think we just take it all now and tank it now. So let's get straight into these boys down here. Like I say, we're just going to tank all the AE and the stability loss right now, and then while we are building that back up, we're going to stabilize and grow our nation. Well, here we go, guys. Only 13 AE for the rest of this. So we're taking all down here, and then we're giving Agadir this territory up here. Very nice. So we got a couple of stability events, but now it is time to chill out for a little bit. That has been some rapid expansion in North Africa. So let's chill out for a while and, you know, build up our capital, build up our nation, start converting the pops to our... Oh, why did this not go to Agadir? Why? Oh, I don't even want this. Oh well, I guess it's ours now. I guess it's ours. And another tradition, we are going to keep moving down this way towards these ones. Well, there goes gradual economic integration, guys. Great for our grand theatre building. Well, there goes Syracuse, guys. We are just getting on with these missions. I'm not showing them because they're not unique missions. They are just the standard sort of growth missions you get in regions once you've conquered them. Now, we've only got a couple more to do, but our aggressive expansion is now ticking down. Our stability's now going up. So, yeah, we are on the way to fighting more wars very soon. Well, there we go, guys. Pretty easy. Couple of months and that's all it took. Well, there goes the Pearl of Africa missions done, guys. And we are definitely on the way to being very, very powerful now. Now we can do the Iberian struggle. This is the mission I've been waiting for. This is a fantastic mission because some very famous faces from history might be popping up when we do these missions. Well, here we go. Let's go for Contestania claims over here. That is fantastic. And yeah, we're going to get claims down here, and we're going to get some pretty cool bonuses when we start going down this route. But while we're waiting to do that, we are just going to do a couple more little small wars. We did integrate these boys over here. Basically, just these guys and these guys, just to clean up our borders a little bit more, because we do, remember, we want to conquer all of Atlas area as well. So yeah, let's do that. Well guys, we are going to declare both of these wars at the same time. We're going to declare that one and this one. They don't have any allies, they are just alone in the mountains. So yeah, let's get into it. Well, now we can do Iberian riches as well. This is basically just giving us claims, setting us up to get into Iberia in the next episode. Well, there we go, guys. Those boys mopped up. Very nice. Well, guys, I think that is where we're going to end off this episode. We have achieved what we wanted to achieve in this first episode, pretty much securing West North Africa, Northwest Africa, and of course Sicily as well. And we did fight the Romans in that war, if you remember, to the very first war in the campaign. Rome is kind of going east quite strongly at the moment, but we are going to be going west into Spain next time and unifying these tribes over here in southern Spain, hopefully to get enough power and strength that we can then go on to fight the Romans. But anyway, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this Carthage campaign. Let me know if you'd like to see more with a like and subscribe. It really does help the channel out, and I will see you all again on the next video.